Foodshare provides food relief to charities, community groups and schools across Central Victoria. Please welcome their manager, Bridget Bentley, to tell us more.
Hello, thanks Jacinta. Hi. I'll get straight into it. Can you imagine going home tonight and not having any food to feed your hungry family? I reckon many of us can, feeling it just even for a moment during the pandemic. The snap lockdowns, the days of panic buying, having to self-isolate after a COVID test. How did you feel? Stressed, worried, out of control? It made us do crazy things. Panic buying of toilet paper was ridiculous. What a relief that for us, hopefully those days are behind us and the supermarket shelves are again full. But just imagine for a moment now going to the shops and the shelves are full of things and still not being able to buy them because you have no money, or not being able to get to the shops in the first place because you have no transport, or having your child say, "Mummy, I'm hungry," and not having any food to offer them. Imagine that this is your reality every single day. Well, this is the reality for the people that we support at Bendigo Foodshare. We live in the lucky country, a country full of opportunities for all of us, a country where we make and produce more food than we can consume. So much food, in fact, that somehow we manage to throw out $8 billion worth every year. So if this is the case, how does 1 in every 5 Aussie kids go to school hungry every day? Can you believe it? 1 in every 5 Aussie kids goes to school hungry every day. What does this mean for Bendigo and Central Victoria? Well, in Greater Bendigo, 1 in 9 families struggle to put food on the table at some point each week. That could be your next door neighbour or your child's best friend. We all know the negative effects, the flow-on effects for kids that go to school hungry, poor learning, physical and mental health outcomes. The effects are real, they're huge, and they can be lifelong. And based on these numbers and this information, every one of us would know someone struggling with this right now. But you probably won't know who it is because they're too ashamed to ask for help. At Bendigo Foodshare, we rescue food that would otherwise end up in landfill. Our 300 volunteers and 260 partner organisations help us to get this food out across Central Victoria every week to nearly 13,000 vulnerable people through childcare centres, schools and kinders, large charities like the Salvos and St Benny's, and small community and church groups. The effect of COVID has seen demand rise by 30%. To meet this increasing need, last year we went from sourcing and distributing 755,000 kilos of food to 893,000 kilos of food. That's an increase of 20%, $6.7 million worth of food, all done by our volunteers. But we need to do more. Our warehouse is too small, so we're building a bigger one. But the sad fact is that we're never going to meet this increasing demand. So Bendigo Foodshare's new home must be more than just food relief. And this is where we need your support. No child should go to school hungry and no one should go without food, because food is essential to life, to live, work and learn well. Bendigo Foodshare's vision is to provide food to reduce food poverty. However, we realise that this is only part of the solution to building a food secure community. So we have a bigger and bolder plan. Bendigo Foodshare's new home will be a community food hub, an inclusive and inspiring place where people can access fresh and healthy food cheaply and in a dignified way. We'll have a social supermarket, a pop-up cafe, a cooking skills training area and a food garden. And these areas will provide valuable connections to food and community, working with our community to grow, cook, share food and develop skills. We'll provide pathways for social enterprises that encourage pathways to employment and money to make our program sustainable. To realise this vision, Bendigo Foodshare needs funding and support, and we want your help to do this by investing in our social supermarket. Our shop will provide food for those doing it tough. It's hard to ask for help. It's hard to receive handouts. Here, people will be able to choose the food they want or they need, just as if they're in their local supermarket. Our goal is that by the end of year 1, we will have helped 3,000 people through our shop. And by the end of year 2, we'll be financially self-sustaining. To do this, we're calling for your help. $500 would cover the cost of a shelving unit. $20,000 will pay for the display fridges and freezers. $30,000 will help us to pay the wage of a young person for a year. Based on other successful models in Australia, we will be able to give a family $110 worth of food for $20. So for $1,000, you could provide 50 families with food for a week. Please help Bendigo Foodshare fill our supermarket shelves with food that is accessible for those in our community doing it tough, so that they can provide fresh and healthy meals for their families, because no one should go hungry. Everyone has the right to dignity and choice, because food is essential for life, to live, learn, work and play well. Thank you. Wow, that was really fun and amazing. Thank you so much, everybody.